Word up, y'all. Getting back into it. Hope everybody is doing well now and in the future. Yeah. I'm going to write a little welcome message today because reasons. And we're going to pin this message except for this stupid heart is in front of everything. There we go. Hi, sweetie. Can you hear me fine? Hey, Melos. Let's be about it. We out here. We in here. We all about the place. Hear me well. All right. Welcome to everybody who's here. If you are here, say hello. Happy to chat with you. I know people are into lurking too. I'm into lurking. You know, we watch a lot of streams, game streams, and we're always lurking. But if you have the capacity and the interest to even temporarily not lurk, I'm into it. I'm also into your lurking, though. That's cool. All right, so yeah, last time we started working on this fusion track using instruments from the company Acousticsamples. Probably should have put a link in the description. Geo Jeff, been a lurker. Welcome. Nice to see you. I was listening to your progress in the previous stream. Good stuff. Oh, Hydrogen, hello, welcome. Sometimes you temporarily don't lurk, yeah. That's the way. Yeah, so anyway, this is just using instruments from this company, Acousticsamples, some kind of like fusion jazz something thing. I actually made some changes since the last stream, just a little bit. I would listen to it on occasion in between doing work and think like, nah. Like it was good in some ways and in other ways kind of nah. So I ended up changing some of the notes in the melody before they were static, just hitting A. Now they hit other notes, believe it or not. Multiple notes in effect. Then, yeah, a couple maybe little harmonic changes. And then at the end of the last session, I put down some chords that came to me just as a starting point for today. And then I iterated on those a little bit at some point in the last couple of days. Jay, hey, welcome. Finally catch me live. Well, great. Where are you from, Jay? Jay Greer. All right. So, yeah, let's get into it. Prepare yourselves for volume. You know, this is like, I don't know, what's a way to prepare you for volume? Oh, sorry, that's pretty loud, but this is some volumes you may experience shortly. And let's see what we got. So this is gonna move into this other section here. This is just a blueprint at the moment, this other stuff. We're gonna iterate on that today. Hydrogen says, hopefully listening to this stream on my Rupert Neve headphone amp won't result in harsh frequencies in my eardrums. Yeah, well, that would be great. If it does, let me know, because sometimes, you know, for me at least, when I'm in the sort of like composing mindset, I might acclimatize to some particular harsh frequency in the cymbals or whatever, and I'm out of it because I'm thinking about other stuff. So, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, well, great to have you, Jay. Here we go. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I changed the melody, as you can hear, if you were here last time. I'm just gonna listen again to get a sense. My CPU is not happy with me right now. I wonder who the main offender is. UVI workstation number 28. All right, well, that doesn't really help me too much. You're just sitting at idle at 20% CPU, eh? Damn. Which one's that? I wonder. Oh, well. Oh, can I see here? 36, 35, 34. It's the organ. The organ just sits at 20% CPU. Crazy. All right. I added in a little joke here. You know, this is like a musical joke, or at least it makes me laugh. All right, so for those that are so inclined on the harmony theory sort of side, what's going to happen here is this has all sort of been in A minor, and then at the end, the last chord goes to a B minor 9, which you haven't heard yet. Yeah, and then I'm now taking that B minor 9 as being a 4 chord in a new key. So, well, yeah, it depends on how you look at it. Let's call this A. We were in A minor. The next section is in F sharp minor. And this is a pivot chord, which is this B minor 9. There you go. B minor 9 in A, that's a 2 chord, but a modal 2 chord. And then in F sharp minor, it's diatonic to the minor key. So that's sort of the thought process behind it. And then it's going to modulate, move through some parallel minor 9s, F sharp minor 9, D minor 9, A minor 9. And then this is like some crazy thing we'll talk about later. And then it goes through a thing, and basically the last chord in this sequence ended up being a C, call it C7, C13 Lydian thing, Lydian dominant thing. So I took that to be like a tritone sub of B. So then this is the exact same progression, but in B instead of F sharp. So it was A minor into F sharp minor, does a little thing, ends up in B minor. We're going to change this at some point. And the goal now is to take this blueprint and turn it into an actual groove. So yeah, the process I'm going to use to do that is, number one, I'm considering what makes this section, the first section, what it is, so that I can contrast that with the next section, giving more meaning to this section, you know, having a relationship with another. And the other then is going to be doing things that this is not doing. For instance, things that this is doing is like quick chord changes with stabby hits, like all this stuff, and lots of space. So not doing that would be contrasting. Arpeggiating would be contrasting. Holding a pad would be contrasting. It's in this register, could contrast the register, that's harmonically speaking. Bass is active, drums are going a lot. You know, I'm just taking a look at like what are all the elements that make this what it is. The melody is like very staccato and stabby, harmonized in 3 parts. So anyway, all that gives me like some sort of fodder. Fodder is the wrong word. It gives me some sort of something to contrast with in the next section when I'm wondering what should this be and how we're going to determine what it should be is by muting it for a second. And I'm just going to play this, and then I'm going to let my instinctive sense of what should come next, just do something. But I'm focusing on groove right now because I've already got harmony and I've got a melody in there as well, basic one. So I'm thinking groove-wise, what should happen after this? So we're just going to let it play, and then something will occur to me, I guess. All right, so the drums then are going to go from this whole complex groove thing into 4 quarter notes. And the melody actually happens to be quarter notes at this point too, so it will coincide with that. And I don't actually know for sure if my mic audio is exactly in sync with the audio from the DAW. I don't think it is. I'm gonna actually try that. I'm just gonna like clap on the beat. If someone in chat can tell me if my clap to you sounds like I'm on the click or not. To me, that's like right on. So if anyone can let me know, it's right on for you. Great, okay. So then, coming out of here, we're gonna do something on quarter notes. Let's put this in here. And then nothing. You know, something like that. So what that will be exactly, it could be 4 snares, could be 4 kicks. So we're not going to be holding this chord, I don't think. Yeah, so I want the chords to like stab. We're just going to do that for the moment like this. I'm not going to actually end up orchestrating it like this, arranging it like this, but for the moment, let's just use this. And this will hit this. And then we got to decide on a melody instrument. I was thinking not trumpets, because I've just been playing. Maybe clarinet, maybe sax, maybe guitar. Now, what was the chord? Maybe all together making a big chord with all the horns, you mean, like clarinet and sax and all that? Ziv, hey, thanks for that. I'm glad you're getting benefit from it. Funny enough, I didn't even know who Frank Tedesco was until a friend, a viewer, hit me to him, and I was blown away. He's got an amazing ear. So I don't know what his ear training, what his ear training routine would be. Oh, you're asking like, could I diagnose how he does it? My assumption would be you need to be able to do the things. For anyone who doesn't know, Frank Tedesco has this amazing ability to like hear a piece of music for the first time live, of almost any style, and then just play an arrangement on piano immediately. And he's classically trained pianist, and he's amazing skills, and his ear is amazing too. So he keeps track of the melody and the chords and all that, and does an arrangement in real time. So if I were trying to learn to do that, which I guess I am to whatever degree, you need to train melody specifically. Can you hear a melody and play it back? Train chord specifically. Can you keep track of chord changes without reference points? And then you need to train the ability to know how to say this. You have to have a good ear for the tonic, so you know what key you're in, not by pitch name, but by actual pitch, the note. And then when you play a note on the keyboard, it will tell you what that is in reference, just like this. If this song we're playing, and then, is this where the start is? So while he's listening, he like hits a note, like these, and hearing that, knowing that that's the tonic, he hits one note, that tells him that's a third, so he must be an A, and then from there, all the numbers work out. Okay, if it's an A, and I'm hearing the progression go flat 6, blah, 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 whatever's happening in my song. He's keeping track of that, translates that into A minor. He has to be grabbing the melody at the same time, and I'm not sure. Many people have different ways of doing that, whether it's totally instinctive. He's thinking of scale degrees and translating them into the key. In this case, it would be 1, 5, 4, 1, 3, 4, that kind of thing. So you get the numbers from the chords and from the melody, and then when you can work out what the key is by playing a note against your inner feeling of the tonic. And if you've trained those, then you'll know, okay, I'm playing a fifth, that must mean it's this key. All the numbers suddenly become pitches, and then you have the ability to do it if you have the piano skills, obviously. So that's how that sort of thing works. That's how it works for someone who had to train it. For someone who has perfect pitch, or for someone who is been doing this from a very young age, think Corey Henry or something, Jacob Collier. This is that's not even needing to happen. It's much more instinctive than that. But for any of us that need to think about it to whatever degree, that would be my assumption. That's how I would do it if someone asked me to try. And I do try. Anyway, back to the task at hand. So we're talking about instrument stacks. That could be cool. So let's get the drums down first. And this is my rim shot. It's pretty weak. Yeah. We'll just start with that for now. It's like the lamest thing you could do, just straight up. Lame. Most basic thing, kick and ride, but give it a shot. I played the thing instead. Maybe that's better. Could be better if everybody chills. And then we get the hi-hat to chill, because we need yeah. Oops. This is to close the open hi-hat. I don't know if we're going to keep this just yet, but in fact, we could actually have hi-hat closure on each hit as well. And then let's get the melody. I'm such a sucker for soprano sax. I think we'll do that maybe instead of clarinet. Oops. All right. Okay. Okay, something like that. So we're gonna make the first note a bend, and we'll do it like this. Ziv says, sorry, didn't mean to say would, but he basically says for beginners that they should get familiar with all common chord progressions and be able to replicate them in all 12 keys. He also says that thinking about chords in the natural system rather than naming system more effective using names, transpose easier. 100%, I would agree with that completely. Chord progression vocabulary, so that you recognize chord progressions instantly by hearing them. Eventually that becomes not even specific progressions, but just any chords in a key. You can tell whatever order they appear in. That's the goal. Same with melody. Nice sound from that, yeah. I wonder, because there's two sopranos and they have a different tone. Let's see what this one sounds like. It's no problem, Ziv. That's, I'm really big into ear training, so. Big into music, so if it's music, I'm ready to talk about it. Yeah, that A note isn't really working over that chord, but we'll fix that. Now, should we grace note this one? Yeah. Yeah, fix that. Okay. So let's hear it on the other soprano. Raspier. I like this one. And I'm actually going to compress this immediately without delay. So compressing something like this, yeah, there's many reasons, of course, to compress stuff, but in this case, it allows you to hear the tone of the sax getting softer. You can tell sonically that the person is playing softer, but the volume doesn't actually decay or drop as much as you'd expect for playing that soft, which means it remains audible. Of course, that's the point of compression. Well, one of the points of it is to limit the dynamic range. And in this case, that's what I'm trying to do. I know the mix is going to be dense. I want dynamics in the playing, but if I leave it uncompressed, then the quiet parts are going to be too quiet, the loud parts will be too loud. So we have to limit it. What inspires you to make jazz? The music. I listen to a ton of it, a ton of jazz, in all of its varieties. My wife and I are just big into it. Just from morning to night, basically, we're listening to some form of jazz, if not jazzy stuff, whether in its modern, like hip hop, groovy, chill hop, I don't know what you call this modern new jazz stuff, to like jazzy house music, old school, big band stuff, whatever, vocal music, we're just into it, big into it. But I'm also big into electronic music and hip hop and metal and whatever. And so with those things, they find their way in here somehow. So now, let's see if we can get the other saxes to play under. Yep. So I'm just thinking of 3-part harmony for this line with this on top over an F sharp minor chord. There's a lot of ways you can go about that. Let's just start with a simple one. Yeah. And then what is it? It's A minor. So okay. So we'll get the other one down as well, and then we'll start thinking about specifics. Oh, this should follow. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Is the bottom sax a tenor? The one I just played was alto, yeah, or was alto, and the one I'm about to play is a tenor. Yep. Very like buzzy. Maybe I should play the other tenor. I want to see that nice sounding comparatively. So this. So we'll go bop, 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 bop. Can't tell a difference sometimes between what, alto and tenor. Yeah, all I can say is, you know, tenor sax has the body to it. Not that this one honestly sounds like that. It's honkier than the alto. Alto's softer, but still softer as soprano. So if we bring these in, for now I'm gonna not stab these, or we'll just make them like full length. Oh yeah. So I just want to try loading the other tenor just to see if it's any better. Yeah, it's really quiet. So I'll get the compressor on these as well. All right. So we're going to do that little line that the piano, electric piano does. Well, let's see. Can we do both? What? So we have one chromatic guy here. One here. But they could also do these two. This is probably better. Let's try that. Why do you think some chords are more mainstream than others? Like, how come the most popular mainstream music isn't usually using a sus9 or something like that? I've never understood why personally. Well, who knows, really? Who knows? But it certainly has gotten more and more towards simplicity over the years. And simplicity in this case, meaning like closer just to basic triads, certainly is more understandable to everybody. So if you're trying to reach the widest market possible and appeal to as many people as possible, you want to not do things that alienate people. And complex harmony alienates people because it's acquired the ability to perceive it well is acquired. A lot of people, when they first listen to sort of like hip changes like you might hear in jazz or neo-soul or whatever, might even feel like they're ugly or too dissonant. But over time, your ear learns to parse it, parse all the harmonics that are going on, and you start to be able to understand it. I mean, when I was younger, I remember finding some real basic, like seventh chords, like minor seven, major seven, and thinking like, this is it. This is like the peak of chord beauty is here. And then over the years, the denser, more spicy, interesting, whatever stuff just becomes more and more appealing. In a way that we seem to do often as humans is we get acclimatized to bitterness and eventually desire the bitterness. I mean, here I am drinking a beer, and, when I was even like 20, I couldn't stand beer. I kept trying it, but I just didn't like it. Too bitter, too bitter, too bitter. And now it's like, yeah, I want a beer. I actually desire them. I desire that bitterness. Same with coffee, all sorts of things. So I think there's something there. All right, so anyway, we have these lines. I like it when, even if the keyboard harmony is doing the whole thing, it's nice to have somebody else monophonically hit the most interesting lines or interesting notes within a chord. So that's what we're going to try to do here. And this guy's going to go... I gotta hear. This is just this. And then this sort of. Something like that. "22 Savage, welcome. I'm using acoustic samples. As it says in the title, everything I'm using is acoustic samples. It doesn't say that in the title. It says I'm exploring acoustic samples instruments. They sent me a bunch of stuff, and I love their V-horn series. It's like the best horns that I'm aware of. But everything in this track is that. In the area of Steely Dan, EWF, Stevie Wonder listener was subject to the musical tastes of what I call real A&Rs, yeah. Interesting, I'm also at the stage where 7/9 are pretty pinnacle for you. I can appreciate more complex jazz harmonies and microtonality is beautiful, yeah. Simplicity of music today reflects the speed to get to product market results in the music. Sounds about right, Jay. And, it's same sort of, a similar thing occurs in all sorts of mediums, like in movies and video games and whatever, where big companies are not willing to take big risks because too much money. So it's easier to just do something that was similar to something else than it is to take a chance on like artistic vision that might end up not paying off. So luckily we have the whole world of home recording and, you know, whatever, which allows all this to be possible, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Ziv, that's great. So all I can tell you is enjoy what you enjoy, and it will continue to evolve. That's all I know. But if you already like sevenths and ninths, then the rest is sure to come. All right, so we're gonna go to the tenor and also do this. What was the line? I already forget in the thing. It's A flat, A, B, B flat. So you are gonna go A flat, maybe more like on the beat. A flat, A, B, B flat. And similar sort of thing. We'll scoop you up in volume here and drop you off. Yep. Cool. And then all together, oh, we need this guy actually to, oh, we have two sopranos. No, we don't. This guy is just for now gonna hold like the good little note that he is. Sounds nice. It'd be good if we had one more horn and we could get all the notes. Maybe we should do that. That could be cool. Let's try it. It's unfortunate, really. I genuinely can't stand new Christmas music. It just doesn't hit like it did in the 50s to 80s. You're totally right, Ziv. I mean, I agree. I love Christmas music, certain Christmas music, jazzy Christmas music, basically, which is a lot of the old tunes that were written in that time period had this jazzy element to them for some reason. It just seemed to go with Christmas. I also listened to Take Six's Christmas album, which is just goated. If you want to hear like just banging harmony and Christmas, listen to Take Six. He is Christmas. Yeah. Vocal music. It's all vocals, pure vocal stuff. All right, so we got these. We're going to put in, you know, in our group, we've got 3 sax players, 3 trumpets. Maybe one of the trumpets is going to play this line. I don't know if that's a thing that people do, like stick one trumpet in with the saxes, but you know. That's what we're going to do. And the line is D, E, E, E. Do, 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 do. And we're here. I'll copy just for ease of whatever. Copy this. Paste here. Do, do. Bring these velocities down a bit. I grew up listening to and still listen to this day on repeat with my wife. Charlie Brown Christmas by Vince Guaraldi. What a banger. Every track's a banger. Jazzy Christmas vibes. The Real Group, another vocal group, has some just amazing arrangements for Christmas stuff. Nat King Cole. Big band stuff. We have some big band albums with some Christmas stuff. It's just amazing. Amazing. All right. So how does this slot in with these guys? Sounds fantastic. All right. Dom, hey. Good to see you again. Get rid of this second alto sax. I don't think we're going to have that. Come on now. Show me what I want. Why does it do this? There we go. Okay. So now I don't know if we need the drums now. Maybe we should like close up shop instead, you know, we don't have this. Yeah, it's... Great Pumpkin Waltz. Primo. Really, it really is. So is... how does it go? Something like... something like that. I've got some wrong. Ah, this is a chord. What is that chord first? That's it. What a beautiful song. When it's played well. So now I'll try the kick on everything. Thanks, sweetie. Glad you like it. I'm amazed I could get that much of it. Okay, I'm liking that a bit better. No, maybe keep that. So instead of the Rhodes, now we'll use the Wurlitzer. And lay off the bass notes. maybe we should actually just like hold it. What is it? Oh, F minor. Yeah, sure. Nicholas, hello. Maybe I should arpeggiate even. You know, like. Oh, that's confusing. You know, maybe like that. Let's see. Oops. Yeah. Let me just hold it. Yeah, okay. Ah. Yeah, all right. Didn't quite get that. Okay. Yep. All right, so then we need the bass in there as well. How did you learn to program drums so well? As a non-drummer, I find it difficult to think like a percussionist, especially when it comes to natural sounding fills. I talk about this in one of the long drum videos I've got, as well as one of my Q&As. The short answer is listening. Okay, the first thing is understanding how drums work. At least being able to play a basic beat, like just a rock beat with your right hand on the hi-hat, left hand, or if you play open, whatever, right hand hi-hat, left hand snare, foot on the kick. If you can at least go, you kind of get in general what drums are doing. One thing is keeping time, the other thing is a backbeat, one thing's on the downbeat and it's heavy, low, high, timekeeper. The timekeeper can move around. If you understand that, then at least you can start watching a lot of drummers play and even watch drum tutorials. And from there, you can glean all sorts of stuff from what they're doing. And I do a ton of that. I watch drummers play all the time. I'm obsessed with it. And studying all that and listening to various genres of music and trying to understand what the drums are doing and recreating it, just miming it with my hands or playing it with my fingers. A lot of finger drumming when I was a kid, but I was only able to do finger drumming because I already understood how to do a basic drum beat because my brother took drum lessons, so I was able to glean some stuff off him there. And then once you got the basics down, it's just a matter of paying attention, paying very close attention, and watching people do it a lot, like anything, and then pretending to do it. And then when it comes to fills, yeah, again, like your mind can be opened a lot by watching what real drummers do and what real drummers do in different genres, because fills are very different in metal than they are in gospel, than they are in jazz. And each one has really interesting ideas about how to go about it. And so watching some tutorials of actual drummers teaching how to play them, as well as just listening to stuff in music, a lot of that ends up happening. And then I beatbox it all. So beatboxing is a big part of my drumming thing. I learned to beatbox when I was a teenager, to some degree anyway, and I still do it all the time to this day. And hopefully make a video on that at some point because I feel it's pretty important. How often do you use a diverse set of drum sounds, multiple cymbal types, extra snare, full set of toms? Almost every time. It's just that in this project I can't. This is just what it is. I would definitely want to have 2 more cymbals at least. 3 toms I'm happy with. 4 is nice. Another big snare, like fat snare, would be cool. And then all the percussion and stuff. I love having all the options. I watch a lot of gospel drummers, and a lot of gospel drummers just have so many 6 cymbals and little like closed hi-hats and bells and shit. And it just is like, yeah, blows my mind. It gives me so many ideas watching those guys. Okay, so now we need the bass to do what? So this could even just like, go... Yeah. Nameless. Which plugin did I use for the horns? Acousticsamples is the company, Acousticsamples, and they're part of their V series, V horns. They're just the best. They really are. So I don't know yet what I want the bass to do. Let's listen to the first part and see. Just came in, the first thing I hear is beatbox. Oh yeah, big into it. Since I was 15. Spent a lot of time watching beatboxers practicing. I can't do much of the modern stuff because I stopped like seriously practicing bass sounds and things when I was like, I don't know, 20. So try as I might, I can't do any inward lip rolls. Can't figure it out. I have some old school stuff and some interesting sounds, but I love it. Love beatboxing. Love watching beatboxers too. Do you beatbox? So, what if we like do a little clamp? Oh, do these not have, I probably have no way to mute these. Nah. Yeah. There's no mute for the cymbals. I don't think. Maybe there is. Let's see. No, don't think so. Damn. Oh well. Get a rim shot and get a quick close up on the snare. Maybe like that will do. Maybe like this. You beatbox in 16, you can only have a loop, so you're really practicing a ton. Oh, nice. Go to GP, get a GBG World Champs, that'd be sick. If you have any favorite beatboxers, please let me know. I'll write them down. Somewhere. Should join the Discord. Cake tots. There's a link in the description, and that would be even better, and then you could send me them there. That'd be awesome. I'm always down to watch stuff. So if you've got anything, let me know. So let's try with the... Something like that. The Discord is the best. That's what I like to hear. Oops. So we could, let me think here. My original plan for this was to like take a break for a bar and then maybe like on the second half. Yeah, something like that. Maybe like don't know. Oh, snare coming right there. Okay, let's do that. More like. Album's very interesting. Jacob Collier vibes the max. Yeah, Jacob Collier's got Take 6 vibes. I liked O Come All You Faithful a lot off that album. Me too. It's beautiful. Twas a Night would be very interesting to try and transcribe. Hopefully my ear train journey starts tomorrow. Twas a Night, I think, is my least favorite on the album. Is that the jokey one? I can't remember. I have done a lot of transcribing of that album over the years. It's a slow, tough process, but very revealing. In fact, I have finally, not the Christmas album, but gosh. I don't know if you can see that, but Take 6, the official scores. This got released like a year ago or 2 years ago. It's from their first album, which is, I don't know if it's better, but maybe it's better than the Christmas album, but equally good with just endless bangers. And now it's all here. Don't need to transcribe it anymore. In the beatbox solo, you really like Mr. Android does and Collapse, and beatboxing all-time favorite is Biscuit and Robin. Really recommended. Okay, I'll write those names down. Cool. All right. So this could just be another kick, and instead of a... Sorry for this craziness here. Get a splash. which case, oh, the screen, sorry. I always forget about that. Let's just hear what it sounds like coming into it. These trumpets are loud. Maybe what we need is none of these. Oops. Then here, I can appreciate it and sit down and listen to it, but I definitely have to go out of my way to acquire some of the transitions. I don't know 100% what I was listening to, but it didn't resolve anyway. Exposed to, so like I said, really developing more in-depth music taste over time. Yeah. The first thing I ever heard that got me into jazz harmony in any big way was a Take 6 arrangement. I mention this all the time, but it comes up in conversation because I guess we talk about harmony here. And I'll just paste the link. This was the first thing I ever heard that I was like, okay, the path of my life is set. Maybe it should be very soft. Yeah. What is that? Since we have control over it when we're in a DAW, you can avoid bass notes playing before kick drums, even by milliseconds. For my money, it ruins it. The kick drum transient's what you want feeding into the bass, and obviously since I can move it, I can put it that way. I can get the transient first and the bass after and never smudging it the other way, which, hooray! Give it a smack on this. Try this. I don't know if it's really what we want. Drop the drums again, maybe, and bring these, oops. Bring these in. Come on now. No, it needs to just continue. So if we just take this, we've got maybe kicks on each. With different soft cymbals. No. All rides instead. Captain Cran, apologies for having to run for now. Appreciate you so much. You're sharing your gifts with us all. Hey, thank you, Captain. Appreciate that. Glad you could be here. Didn't even know you were here. I don't think. We have a good rest of your day. So here, maybe we should have like a, thing. Right here, we're kaboom. Rim shot style. Thingy in between. maybe. That's not actually what I wanted to do. Yep. Okay. Guitar can be like offbeat. What's a guitar voicing if I was to play? That's all right. It's really not that hard of a strum, but it's okay. And then it can give a strum into here because the following the previous part is that. And then La, la. What was it? Oh. And then we'll... maybe. I can't hear it at all. Invasion, hey, welcome. Doing well, how are you doing? If we had some kind of like bell, this would be nice on top of this, which we could do with, this is kind of a bell-ish. Play it. Yeah, I like that. It's cool. Yeah. This chord is A minor 9, so we could be here, here. And then this is changing to the B. This is the same thing in a new key, so let's try that. I just literally grabbed exactly everything and just pitched up, so I'm not going to be quite so heavy-handed with it here, but you know, maybe not far off. So this is in B now, which is 5 keys higher. So the original part was in A minor, then this part you've just been hearing was in F sharp minor, and now it's going to be in B minor. It's got to be moved up. So we'll see if we can, maybe instead of like pitch shifting everything, we'll stay in the same register, maybe, I don't know. I can't think straight. What are the chords now? I'm in B, I'm in B, I'm in B, I'm in B, I'm in B. So B to G minor, B minor 9. So if we're here, we could just swap this like this. Then this would be G minor 9, which we could do like... And then this would be D minor 9, right? No. Yes, D minor 9. D minor 9 would then be like this. Is it normal I can perfectly pull middle C out of thin air like perfect pitch person but no other notes? I don't know. It's entirely possible to learn several ways. Learn the physical feeling of producing a certain note can lead a person to be able to do that. To produce it without having perfect pitch. You can learn how to sing an E, for instance, if you've sung E's many times, you know what it feels like to sing an E. People can get very good at that. People can do it by learning the first note of a song you've heard many, many times, and you know how to sing that. And when you sing it again, it's a physical feeling, what pitch you're going to sing. You can reproduce that note. If you truly can't reproduce or even identify other notes by ear, like the actual names of the pitches, then you probably don't have perfect pitch, but yeah, you might have some ability. One of my music teachers, he had some degree of tinnitus in his ear, and he knew that the tinnitus note was A, so he would listen to his tinnitus and then be able to sing it and kind of use that as tuning. Then this would be this. Yeah. North American power, 60 hertz, B flat. Yeah. Hi, Brian. All right, so we've got that. Now we're going to put these bells over and put them up 5. Oops. Oh, basis. Brian, basis. Connection's been made. You have Stravinsky as your picture in Discord, Brian? Okay, let's just duplicate the drums over for now and the bass. We'll gussy this up shortly, Because now this is going to be not F sharp, but B. You should change it. Nice looking fellow, though. Okay, then all these are going to be pulled over, and all of them are going to be put up. It's quite hard. Yep. And you. I wonder about putting them all down an octave. Probably out of the range. Yeah, keep it up. All right, then. These will go here. And we'll get new voicings, because this is a G minor 9. Could be even be played. Is it? Yeah. And then this means that would be D minor 9. D minor 9. Like that. And this would be E minor 6/9, E minor 6/9. Yep. All right. So then, oh god damn it, I didn't copy it. Oh well. Back to the drawing board. This is D minor 9. Bloop bloop. This is A minor 9. This is B minor 6/9. Up a fifth from do. Yeah. All right, from the top. I need like a drum fill at least to like lead us in. It's just so abrupt. That's my G minor 9 lick for the day. God damn it. Oh, CPU's not happy. It's just this organ, I think. Yeah. Not really that type of instrument you do that with. What do you think? Should we stop the drums there again like that, or should they just continue? Because we stopped it here. You know, should they continue there? Oops. Next chord, D. Ay, ay, ay. gosh. I'm gonna have to up my buffer, I think. That's what you get for mixing as you compose while streaming. My audio is gonna drop out for a minute. This time, I'm trying to go with this offbeat open hat thing for this. See what happens. Shiloh Patton, welcome. How are you doing? Where are you from? Want to work on the transition maybe between the sections just a little bit. Maybe one kick. Thanks, Shiloh. I gotta stop saving. For some reason, these UVI instruments have to save their... Well, I guess everything saves their preset every time you save, but it's very slow for some reason with these instruments. It's slow, like 2 seconds. Who's got time for that? Now, harmonic puzzle. Is this Falcon stuff? No, it's, like I said, it's every single instrument in here is from Acousticsamples. And so, yeah, all the Rhodes, whirly, guitars, everything. But they use UVI like as a sampler, basically, or as an engine anyway. So we've got this thing transposed from the previous key. I need to put that in the other one too. Question is, can we interrupt this, or can we modify this in some way to soprano sax? Pretty nice. I know. It's amazing. And I've done nothing to it. Nothing so far. Literally just took it out of the box, stock setup, a little bit of mod wheel. I mean, by the end, I'm going to go through and tweak all this and make it actually sound as real as possible. But for now, it just, already out of the box. What can you say? All right, so we've got this little thing. Put in the bass notes for the moment, which in this case will be E, F, F sharp, E, or F. And this chord is like this chord is an F, F9 sharp 11, F Lydian dominant. That sort of deal. Which is cool, but that's gonna want to resolve by tritone to E minor, or even E major. Probably. We could push it, hey Justin, to resolve to some kind of B minor or B major, right? B flat, sorry. But the original key for the first part of this, which I'm going to try to get back into now, is A minor. So I'm trying to look at approach chords for A, and the process is going to be going down the list sort of like strongest to weakest and seeing, can we somehow massage this stuff to end up on one of these chords that's going to lead us back into A minor. In the penultimate chord, we do have B, A, G sharp, E, and F sharp, which is basically an A melodic minor thing. So I'm using that as a good sign to think, okay, if we've kind of already, at least in this chord, outlined the notes of A minor-ish, then this can be some modification of this to allow us to arrive there. So obviously the most simple option would be, can you get an E7 out of this? Some kind of E7 variety. Hipper option would be tritone sub, so B flat 7 of some kind. Those would be my first ports of call. We can, looking at this bass line, if this note were to be a G sharp, that would be like a first inversion, or the beginning of a first inversion, E7. This sort of deal, resolving to A. Yeah. So cool. It could also be third inversion B flat, which is a bit hipper sounding. But anyway, it's cool because it is walking up here, so that's looking good, because then this, of course, can resolve to an A right there. It's not going to, because, yeah, we'll see. We'll solve that later. The first chord of this section is actually F, even though it's in the key of A minor. So I could be targeting that instead. The current formulation ends up on an F7, which doesn't really make any sense. It would just be quality change F7 into F major 7, which I don't really like too much. So instead, we will target the A, but then it'll be like a delayed resolution. So this last chord is going to be some kind of approach chord for A minor, but then the A minor doesn't come till later in the progression. Kind of Bachian. Pick which notes to cut in half next to use rhythmic articulations or the same note. That can help you hear overtones to decide which notes to add. Pick which notes to cut in half. Next, use rhythmic articulations on the same note. I don't know what you mean. You're going to have to explain that again. Anyway, so I could see that if we try to get a B flat thing in here, we could do it like this. Avon, welcome. How about a backdoor? F to G to A minor. Yeah, if we add... That's not working. Let's put this down like this and do E altered. It's not the worst thing in the world. To do the F to G. So what is this, guys? This guy's like some sort of G flat, F sharp minor 11. Add rhythm to the long notes. Add rhythm to the long tones before adding new notes. To these? To these? They're not going to have any rhythm. Sorry, I don't understand you. Then you can move the cuts around. It's fun. I wish I understood what you mean. It's tough over text. Sorry if I'm not getting it. So since this is F sharp minor 9, we could try to drop into, you know, those two guys. Or even those guys. Restate the chord. What, you mean like this? And then like move this around, is that what you're talking about? Oh God. Oops. Well, you should be able to do this. I don't know why it's not working right now. There's some kind of duplicate problem or something. That's what was being suggested. All right, well, even with your help, I'm still not getting it. Like, that's fine. We could also look at changing it all together, perhaps descending instead of ascending. The first chord being E minor 6, 9. The idea here behind this whole thing, by the way, is playing the tonic of the current key and walking up chromatic stuff underneath it. So kind of in reverse. Tyler Olson, first time I've seen Max Konyi Macaroni making it bounce. Damn, wow, good call out on that, man. Mm-hmm. Max Konyi Macaroni. Yeah, I mean, it's not really my favorite. We could try to get this to be more like a D chord, so that... Yeah. Na, 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 na. Let's just see, if we drop these fourths chromatically and we have 4 things to go, what do we end up on? Two notes that we don't really want as far as an E7 or a B flat 7 goes. Here, we end up okay. if that could drop to that. And this were to do. Oh, maybe we could get. This is E major over C, just sort of like a way to resolve. We could try it. Let's just maybe duplicate this over here. Oops. Oopsie daisy. There we go. So this was like, maybe we'll try to go chromatic so it works out. Keep this here. Drop the fourths instead of raise them. This fourth got buried. This is kind of like what it was. We'll get rid of this extra note for the moment. And then we're going to end up on C major 7, sharp 5-ish would be ideal. Really wants to go down, hey. It's not bad. If we can get the E, G sharp in there. It doesn't like this. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Major 7, sharp 5 chords. What a good sound. But putting a 9 on them ruins it. Like that. To my ears anyway. I don't know, I don't really like it. Just straight, it sounds great. And you're like, add 9 because 9s sound good on everything. No, not always. I mean, it's okay, but... I'm scared to read your text, Shiloh, if I misunderstand you. Pickups before the beat that sound on the same notes will help you to decide which note of the chord to get the pickup, to motif and shift the ideas with a few 16th or 32nd notes on the MIDI grid. Pickups before the beat that sound on the same notes, understand that, will help you to decide which note of the chord to get the pickup, to motif and shift the ideas with a few 16th. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to like film a little video and post it in the Discord to show me. Breaking the chromatic motion is just can't happen. What if we do it B flat style? What's wrong with this? 3, 1, 3, 7, 9. Cut the beats. Cut the beats into 4, and then takes them out and shift others. Takes them out and shift others. Like cut the beats into 4, as in like this. Here's 4 beats. Cut them into. I'm sure what you're trying to get me to do is gold, but it's just not working for me right now. 16 total parts. So like you literally chop this on every 16th, which they're swung right now, by the way, but on every 16th, and then like shifting the onset of certain notes around so each one is picking up into the next chord. Is that what you mean? So there's like a bunch of like offset, you know, shit going on. Is that the idea? We tried a composition challenge in a color style, like lots of extensions in the style of Chick Corea or something. No, we haven't really done any like super jazzy stuff. Maybe just because I don't know that a lot of people in the Discord have the knowledge to do it or the experience to do it, but maybe I'm just, you know, tripping on that. This is not working. It wants to go to its like natural conclusion, which maybe I should let it. Be a cool way to show style differences. Yeah, it would be cool. You mean like for everyone to do it, or for me to do it and demonstrate? Because I don't know that, that anybody else in the Discord is going to know how to get McCoy Tyner voicings versus Chick Corea voicings. Yeah, that ends up in a place we don't want. Oh, you mean me? Okay, I see. That would be cool. I don't mind that. The flat 9. Does it sound like shit now? Need to be rootless. Yeah, that'll do it. It's kind of ruins the flow of the thing. It's not great, but take one of the B's and make it an A and it will work. You don't have to do 4 beats of B. Oh, you're talking about this changing the top note. Take one of the B's and make it an A and it'll work. Yeah. It's the thing is I kind of like the it's not contrary, it's oblique motion as they call it, right? Holding one and the others are dropping. Of course we could try to change any of them. This guy's nice. I hear you. It's interesting that this flat 9 is sounding so ugly if the 7 is not in there. You really need the 7 to soften it, hey? I know exactly how it feels to be 3 hours into a beat. Tan Prince, hey, welcome. Yeah, I got to get some perspective on this. Let's just rewind a little bit. That part's going to be broken when we get to it, but whatever. They're like playing against each other here. Hey, what's that about? She sounds pretty cool. I like that a lot, except the last chord. You can also move an F down to an E when it gets back to that part. Wow, it's crazy how well those things are just going together. Except for this guy. I don't mind that. Now we're on C major 7 sharp 5, and that's good enough for me, I think. We can try just to brute force it back into the A section and see what she do. Or we can have a resolution for like a bar. Oh yeah, I need to put this. Oh no, how does it start? It was here, 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 here. That's wrong. Oh, it's not all chromatic. E, D, D flat, C. There you go. I'm glad I got it in the end. This needs to go. Do 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 do. Yeah. And then we can do like. Keep the dominant E ringing out for your progressions. What do you mean? Play with E every time in what? This last 4 chords you're talking about, or in this part? So let's try that. Instead of G heavy, yeah. It's unfortunately tough, Shiloh, to do this with the lag over text. I don't know what notes you're talking about or what part. I'm willing to try it. So let's actually deal with no pattern or no sustain here. D sharp in there too somewhere, so it sounds on purpose. D sharp in there somewhere. Can you play it from the beginning? Are you now making a breakdown with these chords right now? I'm making a little transition, like 1 bar. Restating the tonic. the octaves no good. I'll play it from the start in just a sec. First, I'm going to copy this over and just brute force these sections together and see what that is like. Yeah, roughly. Even. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. Nice to see you. We're probably going to change this instrument, but for now I'll leave that. Actually, we'll just go in and edit this. So I think that will roughly do it. I don't really know. Let's try. I mean, that's pretty much what I wanted it to be. Hearing something else now. What is that? The half steps have to be moving tones. Which half steps are not moving? Add a half step up or down. It doesn't tell me which note you're talking about. Will the blues turn around? Should prefer that. A major. Yeah, I like that better. Let's do that. Also, for anybody that's watching, you might want to refresh the page because sometimes people actually get out of sync significantly with where I am. I don't know, Shiloh, if you're in sync with me at the moment, but that can happen. People are making suggestions and it's like for something I was doing 5 minutes ago. Unfortunately, I don't have the DVR turned on for this, so people can't skip around, but still, you get out of sync if you don't refresh every once in a while. Okay, could be played just on the Rhodes like this, or on horns. We could get an acoustic guitar too to do it, double it. Could be interesting, actually. Oops. That's probably cleaner without. If the E doesn't sound right, then make it an A. Otherwise, keep it an E there because it's dominant. It just sounds like, it just honestly just sounds like words in space. I don't know which E you're referring to, unfortunately. Hey, Omari. Good to see you. I kind of like it with just the Rhodes. Always add E, it's fun. The bass involved? No, we'll just do that for now. Okay, so that's sounding pretty good. And I just want to say thanks for all your tutorial content. I'm still very new, but I really enjoy your videos. I try to incorporate one new thing with each song. Hey, that's great, and I appreciate that. You're the expert. We're watching you right now. Intuition is key. It's true. It's true. Not that I'm the expert, but that intuition's key. It's like my crash cymbal off on that hit. Every time I hear it, I think. Oh, it's the open hat that comes later. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of need it. Yeah, we need a snare right there. Okay, that's probably gonna do it for today. Almost 3 hours. Decent. Let me just, I want to get this transition a bit better actually before I stop. No, it's not going to have vocals. It's kind of a showpiece, a demo song for Acousticsamples instruments. So normally a lot of people are doing sort of orchestral or classical stuff with some of their instruments. And when I was speaking to someone there at the company, they were saying that it would be cool to see some kind of fusion thing with their instruments. So that's what this is. What is up with this? Why is it? It's just too abrupt of a change. I'm not quite sure yet how to smooth that. Yeah, song structure wise, is going to be an intro before this, probably drumless intro. We're going to have this A section, B section, A section, probably into a C section here, some sort of bridge type of vibe. Maybe back into the B, back into the A, and then, yeah, that's probably it. We'll see. So next time I'm on tomorrow or whenever that's going to be, I'll do the intro maybe, or the C. The intro's not going to be too difficult. It's sometimes difficult to get a C section that's working with the rest, so might try that. Jazz French horn would be so cool to smooth it out. Yeah, they don't have a French horn. They have trombone, but no French horn yet. This V series is their newest stuff, so they've been kind of slowly adding to it. I don't know all these toms in here. Yeah, it's kind of like... Let's try that. Should we close these maybe like... Just wanting to change this last chord to not be the B this time around. Something to end off on so that I have somewhere to pick up when I start next time. I don't like ending with just like the end of a loop with nothing changed. I got so many instruments here to change. I've got to be sure that's the one. Make it an E. Well, that is an E. Minor this time. So we've got... Could be G. Could be... That's a stretch. E will be there over the whole thing, so add an A. I'm learning a lot about E and A today. How about a Lydian dominant thing? If this was a Lydian dominant thing, we could get it in a bunch of places. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Should go into D minor. It's not a bad sound. If this was the 9, we could do it on G instead. Just push those notes more often between each metronome click. Which notes? All of them? Yeah, I like the E flat. Let's I feel like almost every note in this tune is anticipated, other than like some of the melody notes, but yep, so let's look at this. E and A, but E more often is the dominant of A. I understand the relationship between E and A and the dominant. Schnick. Suffering with music production again, aren't we? Another day of the battle. I don't know. I'm kind of into it. Yeah, so it's easy to do a snare pattern on the notes. Shiloh, our conversation is too slow. I can't keep track of what you're saying. Either you got to refresh the page or maybe the lag is just too much, but honestly, I don't know what you're responding to. I'm sorry. How you doing, Schnick? I don't recognize the name. That's like 10-second delay, typing 5 seconds after sending. If you typed that just after I said that, that was like, I don't know, must be a minute ago for me. But still, I can't follow what you're saying. I'm sorry. You can keep trying, though. So many instruments. Shiloh's saying to add a bunch of E and A notes, probably A16s because it will add a fun upbeat energy into the mix. Yeah. Loved your Serum Masterclass the other day when I discovered and subscribed recently. Like I saw your stream now. Oh, well, that's nice. Glad you liked it, Schnick. No Serum today. All right, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna go from the top. I plan to do the same with other synths. Probably not. I know Serum really, really well because of a job. I probably talked about it. I had a job doing sound design for Serum for a couple of years. I know some other synths too, but sound design isn't like a huge love of mine. Even though it's cool to make those sounds and whatever, I was happy with it. But yeah. Oh, gotta do like a eighth note triplet there. Ken, hey, wow, been a long time, Ken. Nice to see you. Could get them in earlier too. Do all 4 beats of triplets. Yeah, you could. I kind of like just the touch, you know, just the little flavor. Here. This has got to be a 40 nights. Hey, good to see you again. That's what the crescendo is for. Those hats are very loud where you wanted it to touch. You're thinking that those hi-hats should be gentler. Where are those hi-hats anyway? Here. Yeah, you're right about that. Hey, Frio. Good morning. There's my D bass note. Yeah, the next the next section's got to be some clavichord like. No. I can't play clavichord stuff at all. But like less lame. We'll get it next time. You know, or like. Let's just do that. I'll put that for next time so that I don't forget. A little bit of metal vibes in there. Please add those 2 beats of disco. That's probably a good idea. We'll get this first. Oh. Go lower. No. Obviously that doubling shouldn't be happening, but it will for now. Did you know Diamond Jazz Orchestra from Strozov sampling? You should check that. It's great. I had someone tell me about that, but I don't know that I have checked it out. Too many ideas going right now. Can't stop. We can do yeah. This is like what do they call this? Neapolitan chord? Sharp 5. This guy, I mean flat 6. Looking up how to make Sade type beats and seeing your live making jazz fusions, I had to pop in Nardo. Welcome, Nardo. Yeah, it's definitely pretty far from Sade beat. You're in the key of F now. No, I'm in D minor. Which, you know, relative minor of F, but definitely not an F. Written tonality, FS7 modes. Well, sure, but if you're going to say you're in the key of something, you got to say that you're in the key of the tonic, like what actually sounds like the key. I think to say that just say that you're in the key of F, but it doesn't sound like you're in F. You're referencing a mode. Don't know if I can get behind that, but I hear you. You're not wrong. Job for next week or next day. We'll see. All right, one more time from the top, and then we're done for today. The C sharp would work fine for the sharp 5. If you're in F, yeah. a dominant 7. Well, if you're talking about this is a dominant 7. A7. Yeah, and you could do so many crazy harmonies with the horns there. That's going to be banging. Okay, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your suggestions and appreciation. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back. And the dubstep rock with it, yeah. You like all jazz. You like all jazz, so figure why not pop in. It's hard to find people making jazz live. I'm new to production, so it's nice to see people's process and the kinds of chords used in different genres. I agree. That's great. Yeah. I don't think it happens a lot, people making this kind of stuff on YouTube. Maybe it does. I don't go looking for it so much, so maybe you can tell me. But anyway, thanks, everybody. I will be back tomorrow evening, maybe the next day. We'll see. If you're not in the Discord, by the way, you should join up. It's a chill place. We do music production challenges every couple of weeks if you want to be involved with that. If you go to my live section on the channel, you'll see I've done almost 100 of them. I think this is 99 we're doing this week. 100 weekly music production challenges in every genre conceivable, just about. So yeah, enjoy that. Okay, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Appreciate you.